Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Play Darkest Dungeon: The Crimson Court. In this episode, we will be looking to try and get a haul of portraits in so we can start getting to be close to affording a bank, as well as a duplicate of an antiquarian item that I already have, but it's always good to have more of, especially to sell a decent stack of cash. I'm kind of at a bit of a cusp, a bit of a crossroads. I'm actually kind of almost there in terms of confidence in going into the Darkest Dungeon. Now I want to have a couple of guys leveled up to level 6. I want to have a leper, I want to have a flagellant, already have that done. I want to potentially have multiple hound masters, and obviously it is very, very handy to have occultists leveled up all the way as well. Now I believe I already have one, but having a fallback healer is going to be very, very handy. Alternatively, I can just try and go after the viscount, but instead I'm going to go in for the portraits and try and play some of the district metagame. But yeah, things are progressing well. Things are progressing nicely. No one is currently rocking any of the curse. We have Bonnell the Leper, Dismas the Highwayman, who's still only level 5. I've really been underusing him because I've swapped out a Flagellant for position 2 typically. Monty the Occultist, and Sydney the Houndmaster. So Sydney and Dismas are pretty close to popping. I should say Sydney's going to pop. Dismas and Bonnell might just jump up there. But again, let's go in for the deeds. This is a bit of a bleed-focused party, but I think we should be just fine in the ruins regardless. What we will do is make sure we bring along 2 holy water, 2 medicinal herbs, 2 skeleton keys, 2 shovels, and then a stack of torches, and 4 stack of food, and 4. And that should be plenty for a medium-based map, even if it is champion. Alright, let's embark and get in there while things are loading. Wanted to stop and thank you guys for stopping by. If you're a subscriber, hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for coming in again. Things have gotten a bit strange in the last few episodes. Not too crazy, but a little bit strange. And if you're new to the channel, hey, why don't you subscribe? There's also a playlist in the description below, which will get you started at the beginning so you can figure out how it is we've arrived in this strange and unusual place. Meantime, let's get pressed in.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line? Okay,
bit of a key map. We might start on this left-hand fork. Just go straight up and then double back. And then, again, because it's 100% of room battles, yeah, let's give that pathing a try. Now, the thing that we're missing
stone seems bent on preventing passage
from this party is an effective solution for stress. Obviously the Houndmaster does have a capability there, but it's not amazing, to be honest. Like, it's a 66% chance. Like, I could take it or leave it, to be honest, but it's part of the party mix. Some scouting does come through, and I'm kind of hoping for a secret room. Unfortunately, it looks like oh yes, there we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. That is what we want. Yeah. Okay, unfortunately we are going to be like fresh out of shovels as soon as we progress through here, but that is acceptable. Hopefully we don't take too much stress if we have another obstacle to face, and we might need to start upping our stacks for things like shovels and holy water up all the way to 3 rather than just 2, because we are in champion mode, and champion mode presents its own unique and special problems. Did I bring enough food? I did. What have I done wrong here? Done. Okay. And rearrange for value. It's obsessive, it's compulsive, it's silly, I know. Okay, so coming up we have, we could just choose to skip that room and save a torch, but I think we're going to do it regardless. 60%, 90%, 90%, let's take it on the Houndmaster, and it takes well, nicely done. Actually, not given their general poor odds at this, I might actually skip that little fork down the side because it doesn't actually contribute towards our objective. But with that said, let's burn that torch, get in and see what we have to face. Alright, stack of bonies, sharpshooter, sergeant, and shield wall. That's fine by me. An earlier post could come in handy, but these guys are all pretty tanky when it comes to health because they are champion level guys. So let's consider our options carefully. Let's start on the position 3 sharpshooter and hope to get some decent support with an abyssal artillery. Pretty weak spread of damage, to be entirely honest, but we'll take what we can get. Try a Hound's Rush to kill. If it works, it works. Nice. Alright, so they are down by 1 action. Quarrel goes down. It's 8 damage, and that is acceptable. Graveyard Slash on the Highwayman. That's a pretty okay riposte. Like, I would rather take less damage, but it is what it is. Not going to be able to get a stun in place. Intimidate's useful in position 2, so let's just take out this Sergeant and deny them a turn next time around. Great. Axe Blade goes down. Only 6 damage, and it's Weird Reconstruction for sure on the Highwayman next turn, but first things first, let's get that point blank shot in. Nice. Follow things up with Strike on the back row, I think. Yeah, Strike on the back row, I think. Great, that's a decent spread of damage there. Not too shabby, not expecting any bleeds. Let's drop that heal. Up by 18. Couldn't ask for more. And Quarrel goes down. Great dodge. Fantastic dodge. Foul warding. Bleh, that's fine. You can have that guard. I don't mind. Gonna chop you anyway. Actually, I could just... No. Chop you anyway. 6 damage taken. It's gonna be a long haul to get this guy dead, but that's fine by me. Let's get a mark going on him regardless, just to amp up the damage from the Houndmaster. Again, that's looking just fine. Quarrel on the Houndmaster. 12 damage. Speak of the devil. That's regrettable, but it does have to happen sometimes. Again, with that elevated protection damage, it's the protection, it's nasty, but we'll have to just find a way of enduring it. And let's keep chopping on down the line. 6 damage taken, 2 HP left. Oh my god, this is taking forever. And 6 damage taken. So literally 1-for-1 striking here. That's just fine. We can probably drop a heal on the Leper just to save time. Point blank shot should be the kill. And this might actually wrap things up. Nice, okay. That's us looking pretty damn good. Stack of busts there, something I can probably afford to live without, but again, limited options. Got a free holy water for ourselves. In the meantime, we'll do a quick double check of what that suit of armor does in Karamazor's cheat sheet. It's a straight old-fashioned damage buff, which I will add onto, sorry, dodge and protection buff. Yeah, that works fine for the Leper. And again, we don't need to go down this route because it's just a chance to fail a trap. And yeah, we don't have the stress to worry about it as yet, so we'll just double back all the way back to the starting position and hop in that secret room and get our glittering prizes. Gonna have to make a decision about what we throw away. I'm gonna be guessing dog treats and maybe holy water, or maybe a low, oh, well, that's a free slot right there. Maybe a jade. And where are we at? Okay, pressing on. Merrily, 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 merrily. And hopefully we don't get an activation on that stack of books. No one is curious. No one is obsessed with the dark arts, fortunately. But yeah, this is going to be a nice little corridor for us. That is for sure. Ooh, stress relief. No one's rocking any stress, so I'm just going to keep that as it is for the moment.
May we find victory.
Going to hop into the secret room. I'm going to key it, and it's going to be 3 trapezahedrons.
It's only the first test.
Nice.
Now it must be carried home.
Now, realistically, I could drop something here, but all these things have a use. The key, however, I've already got so much treasure that I can kind of live without it, really. And then I can just take things as they come what may. Corridor Battle, though, comes in first. It's a Bone Bearer, and he's absolutely the guy I need to be focusing on because the damage buff that he does is nasty as heck. Let's get that damage started with not amazing anything. Let's use a dog treat. Okay, and there we go. Crit for 27. Not a bad start at all, to be honest. Not a bad start at all. And let's just keep wailing down on him. If we can take him out early, that's going to be a huge advantage for us. Boom! There it is. Beautiful crit, and their buffs have evaporated aside from that one on... Oh, lovely riposte! Lovely riposte. Okay, let's take guy out. Done. Now they only have 1 action for every turn. Axeblade goes down for 7, but that's nothing to be too concerned about in the grand scheme of things. Start to wail on this guy down. That shield wall, even with his elevated protection, I'm going to be in a pretty good place to do him some meaningful damage. Yeah. Oh yeah, alright, let's mark you. Hopefully that debuff takes. It does. That's negative 20 dodge, which amps my chance for criticals. Yep, that's fine. You can attack the guy with the riposte. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's start debuffing your prot. Could probably get a kill on you, but you know what? I want to faff a turn away just to heal up my highwaymen if I can. And with that all said, I'm literally going to waste a turn. Literally going to waste a turn. There we go. That's not too shabby. This will kill you, so I'm going to have to leave things be. In fact, let's just move into the first position. Weird reconstruction. Up you get. No bleed. That's fine by me. We're only in turn 3 as well, but I think we can safely finish things off now. Done, and Jute Tapestry.
Success.
Oh, sweet Gugamuga. I'm going to have to take that.
Trick of the light.
Not too shabby at all. Alright, these debuffs are going to clear off soon. I'm going to have to make a tough call as to whether I'm going to be getting rid of that. Getting rid of the medicinal herbs at all. Because again, they aren't doing me a great deal of good in my inventory, despite having had some money spent on them. Nothing in this room, no scouting either, and since we have no scouting, we'll have to proceed down this little route regardless. It's a champion and an insatiable ghoul. Alright, let's open things up with a mark or a heal. Let's start with a heal. Up by 5, I can live with that, especially if there's no bleed. Jolly good. Let's get working down on the lowest HP'd guy if we can. Nice, Renfield Gods goes down. 6 damage taken, 12 damage given back. Pretty healthy exchange in the grand scheme of things, and I think we can now safely finish you off. Done, and Dunsky. Hal goes down. 3 dodges and 1 resist. That's fantastic. Alright, that is actually fantastic. 12 damage done on the ghoul, down to 47 HP, and this guy is a concern for me, but it's not too bad. Hyman's been topped up nicely. We'll try and get a bleed going on this guy. 8 damage taken, and that bleed is in effect as well, which is quite nice. Probably will point blank shot just to get my leper back in the right position. We'll carry on with bleeds from this point onwards with the highwayman. Skull Toss goes down, 9 damage taken, and probably a whole buttload of stress. Nope, only 14 because we're in Radiant. That is just fine by me. Let's get some chops going. Oh, it's a dodge. Happens. It happens. I've actually noticed that quite a few Darkest Dungeon YouTubers and Twitchers make the noise when things don't go their way, which I think is kind of funny. I think it's an instinctive thing that everyone does, like you know, laughing, because laughing is an instinctive thing, don't you know? Let's drop a mark. Let's drop a mark. Let's have a water just to clear my throat slightly. Good bleed going, and another Skull Toss. 10 damage taken, another 14 stress. Probably going to spend another turn of the Houndmaster self-healing, but I can't because he's stunned, unfortunately. 13 damage made, and this ghoul is dead in his next action, so if I get an action with the, Occultist, it's going to be a heal. It's not going to be a great heal, but it is going to be a heal, and that's going to have to be as good as it gets. Let's finish things off with the Highman, and we are just looking fabulous. Alright, now, medicinal herbs, you know what, they're not working for me incredibly. So what I could just do is drop them. And now, why am I dropping them in favor for a shovel rather than for crests? Because I don't know what's ahead, and a shovel could save me a lot of stress. So that's going to be what I do. I'm going to consider actually whether I want to keep those holy waters. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to use them. And again, just pick up those crests because I will need so many crests for districts. Like, so many. See, what was I just saying? I would need that shovel. And I did. It's fine. I've got it. Now, question is, who has the best blight and disease resistance? Leper is looking like a likely candidate. Yup. Dismiss is looking better, I think. They're about the same. Alright, let's take a chance on the Leper. See what you have in store. Becomes infected, but you resist. So that is exactly as planned. Let's see what's behind this mysterious doorway. Alright, Sharpshooter, Bearer, Shield Wall, and Shield Wall. Those double shield walls are going to be an absolute misery to deal with. Let's open things up with a... Abyssal Artillery. Unfortunately, it is dodged by the Bearer. Quarrel goes down. Crit for 24. My god, that is insane.
The end approaches.
Yeah, it sure does. Alright, that's 8 damage and riposte. Gonna have to be self-healing here. Got no other option. Would have loved to get a round of damage in, but he's only at 22 health after being healed, which is nuts. Right, buff on the sharpshooter, and I've got 2 rounds of damage from shield walls to take. Great dodge, great riposte. Well, Axe Blade, 6 damage taken. That's going to have to be enough. I will try and knock back one guy, just to try and get the bearer in range for some better strikes. Point blank shot's a pretty good call. Open vein is fine too, but his bleed chance is non-existent. Let's point blank shot this guy and hope he moves back as well. Yep, okay, bearer's in the front row. Defend the icon. What are you doing? Alright, you move back, but it's a dodge on my part. That's fine. Let's keep self-healing with the Houndmaster because I don't like him being that low, and I think Sacrificial Stab might be called for. Beautiful crit, 15 damage there. Beautiful crit. Quarrel to the face for the Occultist, 10 damage taken, but that's okay. Bow Warding goes down. You can guard the back ranks. I do not mind as long as my Leper gets a chance to pull out his chopper. 18 damage done, and this bearer does not have long left on Earth. 13 damage taken there on the Highwayman. This is all pretty serious combat, to be entirely honest. I could top up your health by another 10, and that would be a bad call. You have 4 HP left, though, and I want to be getting rid of those damage buffs if I can at all help it. Again, that's plus 25% damage. Don't want to have that on any of my guys. And let's try and get some decent front ranks damage done. No chance for an insta-kill really here, so let's just drop a duelist advance to the front position. Can probably take this guy out with the Leper in this turn, but I will need to start focusing on heals. 30, 50, 29. Let's get a weird reconstruction going on the Occultist, up by 19. Those are the heals I want to be seeing, and no bleed to worry about at all. Clumsy Axe Blade down, 3 damage, but the tank is there to be tanky. Great dodge from the Houndmaster as well. We're going to be fine. Alright, well, that's a bit of a bad exchange on the riposte side of things, but you know what this guy doesn't have? Oh, he's dodgy. He's so dodgy. He's so dodgy. Alright, well, it's finally done. It's finally dealt with. 23 HP left on the Highwayman, which is of concern. 11 damage taken to the Occultist. Definitely need to do something about all of these problems, but for the moment all I can really do is start getting some damage done on this shield wall. It is a crit though. It is a crit though, and I can make no complaints when a crit drops. Let's heal up the Highwayman, up by 9. Not too shabby. Still has 11 to go. Could try and heal up the Leper a bit, but again we've got some problems to deal with, and I'd like to have that sharpshooter up in the front ranks. Let's clear these corpses. Nicely done. This guy can just do a jab. Deadweight goes down, dodge and riposte, no complaints there at all, especially with your buffs clearing off handily. Could try a pistol shot to focus damage on the back rank, could do a duelist advance to try and best damage possibility is on the sharpshooter. It's going to be a 1-2 punch regardless on anyone that I go with, so let's just get that damage done. 13 damage, it's on the upper end, and no complaints made by me at all. Rather than getting some immediate damage, I could get a kill. I'll deny them an action, and that's going to be worthwhile. I can just faff from here on out. Nice. Okay. So it's faffing time now, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely faffing time. Let's focus a heal, first and foremost, on the Highwayman, who's just 2 points shy of being fully topped up. Let's do a self-heal and buff on the Leper, who has a ways to go. Quick cough off microphone, hopefully. Just missed the action there. And I think we can probably wrap this up with a point-blank shot, but we're not going to. We're literally going to waste the move. We're going to self-heal with everyone, just getting ourselves into a better place of combat. That's what we need to be doing. Weird reconstruction, up by 0, and no bleed at least. That's something. Let's debuff you if we can, just to reduce your damage by a smidgen. Axe Blade goes down, 3 damage taken, and I'm not too concerned. Again, it is going to be self-heal time with everyone. Aside from, well, not sure how else this is going to work out, but there we go. Let's try for a party de-stress. Again, I'm just trying to faff my way into better health. Nothing's really meaningfully happened there. Let's heal up the Occultist, only 3 hit points, and let's just choose to finish things up now if we can. Nice. Okay. Oh, stackable rubies.
As victories mount,
nice.
So too will resistance.
Let's use that holy water regardless. Shuffle back to first positions. Food situation is okay. This can cause a bleed. Who's got a good 100% bleed resist? Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Glittering gold.
Oh, I want
trinkets
those.
and baubles. paid for in blood.
I want portraits. I want the bank because I'm always in money trouble. And yeah, gonna take a full stack of portraits rather than a limited stack of busts. That is for sure. The real question is whether I should be leaving behind the crests or not. I'm pretty stocked for crests for the moment, but as soon as well, I'm not, because I need to have like thousands of them for districts. All right, let's leave behind the things we've left behind, or alternatively, we can take this moment to camp, and we have a good supply of torches. Yeah, actually, I think I'll take this moment to camp. Let's get that started. Let's drop in those portraits and close things off.
Tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Have a half meal. Prevent ambush. Do I have it on this? I do. Good. Let's reduce your stress by 20. Nice. Let us do some wound care. Maybe I should have played that in a different way. Yeah, I think I should have. That's alright. Can't do it to anyone else, unfortunately. Let's limit your stress. 2 points left. I can either... running a damage buff wouldn't be too bad. Again, it's only plus 15 stress. That's kind of okay. Let's give that to the leper, and that's gonna have to be good enough. Yes, everything is horrible.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Well, I'm glad that we found our purpose. At least my adventurers have found their purpose. I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I mean, seriously, if you can help me with that, that would be amazing. But again, I'm not expecting to find like my purpose in life in a Stygian, Lovecraftian, you know, horror game. Alright, nothing that we can really do with the things we have in our inventory to interrupt on any things that my guys choose to interact with. Not that I think I have any abilities that are going to make them, any quirks that are going to make them do that. Okay, so just 3 more rooms. That's plenty fine. Let's just keep the map open. Oh, trap! Why didn't the map scout out that trap? What's wrong with you guys? And into the battle. Alright, we have a Bone General and 2 of the Bone Royalty. However, we have the advantage of surprise. Now, can't kill either of these guys quickly. I am down on health for this chappie here, and I think an opening here would be a pretty good call, especially if it's a crit. Thank you for the stress reduction, RNGs. You are very, very kind. This guy has a high protection, and yeah, no chance of stuns. Let's just go ahead and focus down on one of the royalty, down to 11 hit points. I think the Houndmaster should be able to finish him off. Not quite good enough, sadly. Right, let's knock back this chappie if we can. His move resist is impossibly high. In fact, I should have actually checked that first because I just wasted that turn entirely. Could have done a few more points of damage there, that's for sure. Meantime, Tempting Goblet goes down to the Occultist. Crit for 11, and that's going to be just a monster of stress. An absolute monster of stress. Crushing Blow on the Leper, 29 damage. Dear God. Alright, well, we have our focuses and priorities clearly laid out for us. Let's try and get a knockout on that one piece of royalty. Yup, that is done and dusted. Weird Reconstruction up by 7. I'll take whatever I can get. And, yeah, point blank shot. Just to do some damage. Again, no chance of that move resist coming into effect. 6 damage taken and a lot of stress as a cultist. Could well take a pretty hefty... oh, look at that party damage. Alright, 15 HP left on the occultist. Good self-heal on the leper, but my god, things are looking quite severe. Quite severe in HP, quite severe in stress, quite severe in every way. Let's try and get some damage done to that royalty again, just to try and limit that stress from happening at all. And thank god that guy's killed. At least we get 1 crit in this round. No complaints there. Let's drop a self-heal because, my god, we have to have it. 13's a pretty good spread. No complaints there at all. And let's just start, well, just keep self-healing. I'm sorry, what am I saying? Let's not chop him. We are absolutely needing to get ourselves closer to better hit points. Crushing Blow goes down. 21 damage. And, well, that riposte gave me something back at least. But, my god, this is just terrible. 10 damage on the Bone General. I could either try and focus down on a quick kill, or I can try and, well... Well, let's get a heal going because we have to. Up by 6. Again, I'll take it. Oh, but a bleed! For literally more damage than it was worth. Oh well, that happens. That does happen. Alright, ground pound goes down. And that chap is dead. I've got problems aplenty. Problems aplenty. Alright.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I've got problems aplenty. Wow, well, first things first, let's give you 2 food. Just to keep you off death's door from bleeding. Ugh. Consider options carefully. I'm gonna drop that stun stone in favor of a key, and I'm gonna hope that key gets me something like a bandage. Nope.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
But it does fill some stacks of items. Alright, that's fine. I'm not expecting... Oh, alright, let's not take any chances. You're going to be down by 9, so you are definitely our focus. Yeah, I need to help you out as well. Alright, that's going to be all that I'm going to chance for the moment. Let's hope these corridor battles give me a good opportunity to faff heal myself to health. And it's a collector. Of course it's a bloody collector. Right, at least we can get damage done to most positions relatively easily. Let's open a vein. 13 damage made. This guy's down to 119 out of 144. Look, if there's anything I can be assured of, it's that a collector combat is going to run for a while, and that opening heal on the Highman was just fantabulous. That said, I'm probably going to have just horrible, horrible damage done to me by everyone. And my abilities don't let me have an insta-kill on anything either. Let's start off with that man-at-arms. 28 damage taken. It's the only thing in my round, and I think I need to... Oh, what to do. Let's take out the man-at-arms. I'm going to justify that by saying that if the collector is guarded, then I'm going to have just an absolute hell of problems. Beautiful critical. I mean, that's just like absurd overkill in terms of heals, but I will take it regardless. Let's get a riposte active. 10 damage is going to be very appreciated. And what's she doing? Is she self-buffing? That's fine. You can self-buff. Alright, lifesteal on the occultist. Crit for 18. My god, this guy's going to take a... Oh, the bleed! Look at that bleed, 15 damage. Alright, that's fine. Again, these guys are going to have to actually do some faffing. That's alright. Let's focus some damage on that Highman regardless. 26 damage. He's got maybe 1 turn left in him. Point blank shot. Can't do it. Let's just take him out regardless. There we go. And the collector's turn is going to have to be spent in summoning some more minions. Good heal back on the occultist, but that bleed is going to be causing me some severe problems. Let's self-heal with the Houndmaster, and yeah, this round is going to keep going for a while, especially with lifesteal gaining back half his health. Whole stack of bloody Highman as well for you to have to worry about. And yep, he's buffed. That's totally fair. All right, let's again get some starting damage done on one of the multiple Highman that's going to be causing me never-ending agony of the soul. Try and finish off. Well, no, I'm going to want to keep the Highman for something else. So let's heal the Highman up by 11. Not too shabby. And yep, that's fine. Let's get some damage going back on that collector. Back down to 99, and that Highman is taken care of, which is fine by me. That riposte has expired though, which could be a real problem. Headache goes down, and that's going to be further buffs. 100% damage buff. Increased accuracy and crit. What are you going to do? Alright, pretty minor damage. That's fine. Just a hell of a lot of stress. And I don't know how I'm going to actually survive this. At least the damage being done on my tank, which is something at least, because I'd rather waste turns healing the leper than I would with my other chaps. Let's again get some damage down that back row. Add to the bleed. Wow, that leper is just going to keep buffing him. Makes no freaking sense at all. Alright, riposte is now reactive. Aided. And what's our chance for crit? pretty non-existent, but let's get a vulnerability hex going here at least, just to get better value from my Houndmaster. And the leper will spend his turn healing up. Alright, good riposte strike there. And Headhunt goes down. 14 damage, and my cultists' turns are going to be spoken for a while. Self-heal the leper. Yep. That's the best of all available options. Alright, better damage for the Houndmaster now, up to 25. 6 bleed damage coming in, and that's going to have to be all in the meantime. Let's get that point-blank shot going, keep our riposte train happening, and, well, you know, it is what it is. Show collection goes down. Another great riposte coming through, but we are really critically at risk of losing our fracking minds. Great heal from the occultist. It's exactly what we needed, exactly when we needed it. Great dodge from the Houndmaster. Thank you, Jeebus. And a heal from that Vestal, which is quite appropriate in the grand schemes. Let's keep healing up with the leper, up by 12, getting close to his full 65. And this could well be the finishing blow. No, nowhere near. Nowhere near, sadly, nowhere near. But, you know, the bleeds are in. Let's buff up the Highwayman. That health is looking much healthier than it was when we were entering in, but we've gotten it back in stress. Alright. Oh, nasty hit. And again, even more bleed coming down on that occultist. Not even getting a kill on that Highwayman is regrettable. What can you do? He gets a heal in, and that's life. I'm gonna have to use every Houndmaster turn to de-stress if we can. That's a beautiful critical hit for 41. I've got no objections there, and this Vestal is kind of fine to mess around with. Let's go for a de-stress. Alright, that's sort of okay, I guess. Point blank shot to get her close. It's fine by me, and gonna need to drop a serious heal on the occultist. Up by 16, jolly good. Stress goes down, very happy. And, yep, that's fine. You can buff yourself or do whatever. I don't mind. I'm going to be spending beautiful critical. Thank you very much for that reduction in my stress levels. I cannot take much more of this without a virtue check. And let's try again for another party de-stress. Alright, bit of stuff falls. Slightly, gradually. Still have quite a bit of bleed coming through in the occultist, so I'm going to want to faff through another turn. Let's get rid of this corpse just to justify the action being taken. Drop a weird reconstruction here. Up by 4, I guess it's going to have to do. And what are you doing? You're going to keep self-buffing? That's fine. Question really is whether I should finish you off or not, and I think at this stage I'm going to. Oh, well, I'm going to try, but the game can't call me a faffer. Well, it can give me more stress though, obviously. I just don't want these guys summoning reinforcements. Alright, let's go in for the kill. Let's call it done. Let's hope for the best. Yep.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
It's a pretty easy no-brainer there. It's the lowest value item I still have aside from the food necessary to endure another health check. And my god, I was so cocky coming into this, but I've been taught. I've been shown. Light resist, 30, 35, 80, 40, 90, 30. 90, 30. Let's give it a try on the Highwayman. Sentimental gifts. Right, even more rubies, and that's just fine. That's 1500. That's a lot less than 1500. Again, yet another no-brainer. Let's leave that jade behind. Not going to go torchless. Not given how things are going, and I'm going to leave. Oh, alchemy table. Pretty bad chance of everything. Pretty bad chance of everything. All right, this should be an empty. Yes, it is. That's fine by me. First things first, though, we have a trap to deal with, and I don't really have a good chance of it with the guys with the most stress, so I'll take it on the Highwayman. Unfortunately, that does not work out for me at all. Lots of stress, lots of damage. There's that hunger check, last one I can take, but at least gives me a free stack of inventory. Why are you picking up the anti-venom? Silly game. It's not anti-venom that we want, and we just need to survive this combat. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We should get this done without too much stress. We do have an infamous Bloodletter, Cutthroat, and Fusilier, which are going to cause me some definite problems. Not sure who to start things off on, but I am going to probably focus on that Cutthroat as always, because I can be more flexible and more adaptable in position 3. Could try and start with an early heal on the Highwayman, and I think I will. Beautiful crit there for 26. Again, that's just absolutely fine. Duelist Advance, let's get some damage there and activate a riposte. 6 HP left on that Cutthroat, and Blanket Fire will go down. Dodged by a lot of people though, which I'm grateful for, and point blank shot. 11 damage, that's beautifully lightweight in the grand scheme of things. Chops down with the Bloodletter. Unfortunately, he's too sprightly for us. He's spry and sprightly for a big guy. That's all I can really say on that matter. And that Bloodletter is now, sorry, that Cutthroat is now well and truly gone, but my Highwayman is looking a little worse for wear, which means it is time once again for a heal. 19 up, none too shabby there at all, and let's finish off that Fusilier now. He's carrying some riposte damage, and it's just the Bloodletter for us to worry about. Point blank shot, let's get out of first position and give the Leper a chance to take the damage. That is what he is for, and a chop would be mightily appreciated, especially if it was a crit, but unfortunately it's going to be a rain of wits. Oh! Beautifully done. Beautifully done, death by riposte. No complaints there at all. Gonna take the portraits in favor of the blood, and I think that's gonna be it for us. I'm gonna take a chance with the Leper on that locked sarcophagus. It is trapped, and he has a bleed, but I don't care because I'm getting the hell out of here. I picked up so much stress in that dungeon.
Claim what is ours.
I also picked up so much gold. 37,250 gold. In addition to that, we've got a pretty healthy haul of portraits and crests. I think it should be 24 crests in total, 6 busts, and yeah, 13 portraits, which are going to get me quite a few steps closer to where I want to be. Everyone has popped to 6. Literally everyone. Benel has picked up Warren's Scrounger, which is just fine by me. Dismas has got Irrepressible, which is completely awesome. And Sydney has picked up the runs. Well, I mean, it happens to everyone from time to time, I guess. Happens to everyone from time to time, I guess. Only the other day I had some KFC and it made me feel a little bit oogie.
This great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
Okay, Komen got rid of Nervous. Again, I didn't have many people in the sanitarium because I had very little money. We are making some good progress towards a number of things. We are rocking some massive stress on a lot of people, and it is upgrade time. It is upgrade time like there is no tomorrow. And I don't even know how long this episode's been going for, so I'm not going to I'm going to afflict you guys with that. Instead, I'm going to have a quick look at what our next action could be. We're in a pretty good place for cash, provided I don't screw the pooch and spend it all right this very, very second. I think it might actually be time for a bit of an explore back in the courtyard to see what the Viscount has in store for us, because again, we've got some guys who are level 6. Some of them are rocking the curse, some of them aren't. I've got some cash. I think it's time. I think it's time. Back into the Crimson Court. Back into the Crimson Court. Alright guys, but with that all said and all those promises made for a second episode in a row, it's time for me to sign off. My name is Ahdoom. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. Check out the playlist. Start from the beginning and figure out how it is we've gotten to this unusually bizarre situation. If you're already a sub, thanks again for stopping by. I really, really love your comments. And as always, if you guys want to be named after a character, just let me know what you'd like your name to be and what class you'd like to be as well, and I'll do my best to keep you alive. In the meantime, I'll catch you guys soon, and I'll catch you all next time.